Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a daily tarot reading for you today. It's October 20th, 10/20. There's something about the numerology today that you may start seeing a lot of twos, a lot of ones. I'm seeing fours too, like 444, or 14. I just saw 1414 also. So if you're seeing those, that's just a validation that you are in alignment regardless of how things feel right now. You're in alignment with what it is that you need. Okay, so if you're feeling tired, you're in alignment with the fact that you need to rest, and that you need to choose yourself. I was really looking forward to this reading today because part of the way that I read energy is through my body. I'm very clairsentient, and so I feel it as if it's my own, and I feel exhausted, so tired. And I kept trying to go just lay back down again. I got up, I meditated, I took my walk like I usually do. I cut it short, and I came back here and I'm just like, ugh, what is going on right now? And sometimes when I'm not able to see the connection, or I always have some kind of tool that can help me to feel better. And rest is part of in my toolbox too. So when I laid down to rest, and I was still getting the message that it's just like that's not what that's not what I need right now. I knew that this energy is not just mine. It's yours too. So I can hear you calling. And it's like, all right, well, let's figure out what this is. Okay, something is draining you. Something is making you tired. And it may be that part of that mentality that doesn't allow you to rest when you're tired, or it's like, well, I got to go to work. I got to go to work. I can't. It's not like I can call out or something. This forced servitude I just heard. There's something about a lack of freedom to give yourself what you need. That's draining you. Okay? It does feel like it's an old program. But what I've been doing is going along with what I'm feeling. So and my intuition. Because that's what we need. It's like a test of trust. It's a test of trust right now. I'm like stumbling all over my words. You can see it, like this is exhausting. This is draining me. So I just want to tune into what that is. I wanted to sit down and just be like, what is it that's draining them? Why are they so tired? I know that there's a lot going on in the universe right now, like when it comes to the cosmos and astrology, with eclipses and stuff like that. So obviously these are ascension symptoms. So they're also telling me that there's unfinished business. There are some things, that residual things that you have not, that you're putting off, that you have not, that you're avoiding, but that still keep popping up in your mind because it's like, this is something that I have to take care of, things that are hard for you, or things that there's just not enough hours in the day, not enough hours in the day to do what it is that you want to do. You're doing so many things that other people want you to do, and not enough of what you want to do. So much that sometimes you don't even know what it is that you want to do, except sleep. I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. How can I fit that into my day? Okay, right? But there's some unfinished business. So even when you would go to lay down, like I was just talking about, there are so many things on your list of things that you need to check off because there's so many things that you're putting off. It's like you wouldn't even be able to rest anyway. You wouldn't be able to rest your brain because it's like, well, I should be doing all of these other things over here. You're going to have to schedule time in for those things. Make yourself a list of the things that you're putting off, sending that email, having that discussion, doing your taxes, paying those bills, whatever it is. Write down the list, get all of them out of your head, write down a list of all those things that you need to do, and then just choose one of them off the list and check it off. Just, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I just recently have started listening to Mel Robbins, and she talks about the 5-second rule. She created the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just go and do it. So you look at the list, choose one thing that you know that you could, probably the most important thing to take care of right now. And I've got a whole big pile of laundry upstairs in my bedroom. Checking it off the list would feel so much better. It's going to feel better than, it feels worse to have it like impending doom than what it feels like to actually do it, which sucks also. But it sucks less in the process of doing it than the drain feels by putting it off, if that makes sense. Okay? It feels like there's this like brain drain going on. So I'm talking about a brain dump. You need to have a brain dump. Write down all of the things that you need to do, or all of the things that you're thinking, like maybe journaling is something that you need to be doing right now. But I feel like you're resisting and overthinking something that's happening in your life right now that you can't figure out how it's connected, and it's like you're putting it off and putting it off. But then you're asking for things to also be a certain way. It's like let's say you're asking for and trying to manifest a relationship. You're trying to call a relationship into your life, but you're over here putting off your laundry. It may seem completely unrelated, but it is totally related. Your relationship can't come in until you do your laundry. Is it really that simple? Sometimes it is, because that laundry is representing some sort of clutter that you have going on here in your field. It's just that it has physically manifested itself. And so space is needing to be made, energetic space is needing to be made somewhere inside of here, somewhere in your physical body. And if you think about it, those clothes, you wear them on your physical body. So it's representing an energy, a clutter of energy here in your field. And you put them on the outside of your body. So it could be that it's not something internal. It could be something that you've already processed. But as you release things, the energetic blockages, they kind of move out of your field and out into your field. And sometimes if you don't do things to purify your whole energy field, like salt baths or sound baths, the vibration really helps to clear out and purify your field. Sometimes those vibrations don't totally get completely removed from your field. They get removed from inside, but then they kind of hang around outside of here. So this is how they're piecing it together for me. So not doing the laundry, the thing that you put on the outside of your body, it's representing clutter here in my field. So clearing the clutter externally, doing the laundry, is going to clear an energy clutter that, or brain clutter too, that I have going on here in my field. So, and for you guys, whatever that is, whatever clutter that is, if your email inbox has like 10,000 messages or something in it, that's your pile of laundry right there. So chipping away at it one at a time is really going to help to remove those energy blockages that are stopping other things from coming in. Okay, so you're needing to make space right now. What's draining you is your inability to see those connections, to see that those things are connected. You're putting so much energy and desire towards this thing over here and beating yourself up for why it hasn't manifested or whatever it is, not realizing that you're not doing the work over here to help that in order to receive it. You can't receive if you have all of this clutter. You can't receive if you don't make space for the things that you're calling in. There is a divine plan. There is a divine plan. And it's like, it's coming. There's something really amazing coming for you right now. But you have to do the work to clear the clutter. This is very, like, Your thoughts become things. Your thoughts become things. He just came over here and stood. Hi. Hi, Rome's. So I'm seeing for some of you the balance between giving and receiving. There's like this, your brain is protecting you from receiving, or it thinks it's protecting you from receiving, okay? You're giving too much in one area and not giving to yourself enough. Four of Pentacles. Saving, preserving, conserving your energy, conserving your energy. So if you have that big pile of laundry over there, you don't have time to do this big pile of laundry. I don't have time to answer all of those millions of emails. It's gotten to be so much that I can't even approach that. It's because someone once told me if you just clean your house 10 minutes every day, 15 minutes every single day, you don't have that one day where you have to clean, the whole day, which you put off because it's a lot of work that you have to do. 11/11 on my recording. It's about wisely spending your time in little bits. So if I had done and folded that laundry as it came out, one load at a time, it wouldn't be so overwhelming. But now it's this huge, it's like every article of clothing in the house is sitting in this laundry basket. So now that I have this huge task, it needs to be chipping away at it little bits at a time. And it may be that I need to schedule that into my calendar, which I wouldn't normally have done. Scheduling it in 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, I'm going to commit to myself that I'm going to go and I'm going to chip away. I'm not going to put the expectation that I have to finish it, but I will chip away whatever I get done in 15 minutes. And scheduling that is a priority. Okay, you've got a million other things on there. This is probably more of a priority than doing this other thing over here. And it's going to start to free up space and make things a lot easier. So if it's your emails, choose the ones that are the biggest priority and check those off the list. Maybe even move them over to a different folder so that you aren't seeing them, so you're not visually seeing them. Okay? Or, yeah. So just chip away and give yourself 15 minutes. And at the end of that, even put on a timer. At the end of that 15 minutes, I'm done checking those emails. Okay? I checked off the ones that were really important, or that list that you made that I was talking about. Look at where you're spending your time and spending your energy. Look at where your output of energy is, because there's too much of it going towards one thing over here. And it's evidence of whatever that relationship is that if we're talking about calling in a relationship, it's evidence of how you would hyper focus on that area of your life, that relationship. You have to be able to balance this part of your life and this part of your life and this part of your life, and not overgive energetically with your thoughts to this one area of your life. So that's a pattern for some of you, where you will meet someone, or someone will come into your life, or you get a relationship and you give everything that you have and all your thoughts, and you can't stop thinking about it and blah, 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 to this one person or developing this thing, or, it's about making time for that connection, that relationship, while at the same time making proper time for all of these other things as well. Sometimes that means saying no. Sometimes that means that this person, 14 on my recording, somebody asks you to do something, and even though that's the thing that you want to do more than anything else, there are all these other things in your life that it's like, well, but I scheduled myself to do my laundry for 15 minutes, so I'm sorry I can't go on a date with you or something. You know what I mean? But it's important that you do that. It's important that you spend the time, that work on yourself to energetically clear this area, so that the space that you make for time with another person, or time with this new job, or whatever it is, I'm seeing some of you too at a new job where they're asking you to take on more responsibility, and you really want to say yes and prove yourself, and but it becomes this over giving, this over proving, and over giving of your energy. And for some of you, they're going to respect you more if you say no, that I have this other thing over here that I have scheduled that I really do, I'm committed to, and I need to stick to. But maybe you can add that in for the other day when I am scheduled or something like that. They're going to respect that more than if you just are the yes person and give. Okay, so whether that's work or relationship or whatever, this drain, that tired that I was feeling in the beginning, it feels like it's lightened a little bit, lightening your load. Your brain is overloaded with all of these different things that you need to do or should do or feel like you should do anyway. What is it that I'm hearing right now? There's something else that I'm just hearing. Savings. I'm hearing savings. So money, physically saving your money. There's just so much that you worry about when it comes to money. But savings, putting a little bit of money away in savings, I feel like $5. I'm hearing $5, $10. Any chance you get, just put $10 away where you can't see it. $10 away where you can't see it. That's like chipping away at the pile of laundry represents debt also. So just chipping away at it, $10 at a time, putting away $10 at a time is essentially the same thing as folding laundry for 10 minutes or something like that. Okay, so there is such value. It's like if you spend 10, 15 minutes on the laundry or your emails or whatever, it's essentially the same thing as putting money into savings. There's so much value in clearing that space for yourself, okay? I hope that makes sense. I feel like this is kind of a roundabout thing, but for a lot of you, there is a divine plan. So a divine connection is coming in for you. A divine connection, and you moving into mission and purpose in your life. All of that is happening around you in your field. And you're being asked to clear the clutter in your field. Clear the clutter. You got to take care of that stuff first. Okay, there is definitely some unfinished business, some unfinished healing that needs to happen. And you can do that internally. You can't drain your thoughts and try to figure out what it is. Sometimes you can see it sitting around you. Where is that clutter inside of here? What is it that I'm healing? You don't always need to know. Sometimes you just need to clean up that pile of clutter sitting on the floor right there, and whatever it is that needs to be healed just spontaneously gets healed. Okay? And you free up that space and it's in your heart. I'm feeling it in my chest here, solar plexus and chest. It's heart healing that needs to happen. Heart healing. Loving yourself, taking time for yourself, loving yourself. Cleaning up that pile of clutter on the floor is loving to yourself. There's something that you don't love about yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? There's something that you don't love about yourself. And so when you're calling in a relationship, how are you going to accept the fact that that person loves you regardless? You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it in your heart that they love me regardless of all of my flaws. They actually think my flaws are beautiful. You're never going to be able to receive the purity of that unless you learn to believe it for yourself. So loving yourself means not shaming yourself or taking time. Sometimes self-love is hard. Sometimes cleaning up, I've got this pile of clutter on the floor here, just books and things that I need to take care of, paperwork, things like that. Doing that frees up space for another person to come in that what I'm hearing when I just did that, I just looked over and it was just like blank. It was like just listen. What I hear is the heat, the heater. It's like warmth coming in, the sun, making space for the sun, making space for the codes coming in. All I hear, and they're telling you to sit in silence to hear the warmth. That's interesting. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Oh, wow. Page of Swords and Knight of Swords. Look at these cards. These cards are amazing. It's like she's receiving, and like putting it to good use, receiving the inspired knowledge, and then putting it to action, doing something, really creating something out of it. Really using that for her highest good. And then the High Priestess is here too. Mastering your thoughts. Mastering your thoughts is massive right now. So, part of manifesting, this is probably the biggest message. You're thinking too damn much. Part of manifesting is doing, manifestation, or law of attraction. There's action in with the law of attraction. Somebody just texted me just now, which is connected to all of this. It's not thinking it. You receive the information, you put out the desire, and then you get out of the way of it and teach yourself to receive it by turning this way and focusing on these other things here. Cleaning up the clutter is an amazing distraction for your brain also from trying to figure out how to do these things and how to get the money flowing over here. Am I supposed to sit down every single day and do this thing and in order for the money to come in? The cleaning up the clutter, doing the laundry actually will bring the money in. How? Trust that there's a divine plan. Okay, that's the message. You're drained. Sometimes taking a nap is how you bring the money in. Trust. Okay? Take a nap. Get yourself rested. Go fold your damn laundry. Answer your emails. The ones that you have priority on. You're expending your energy and your thoughts in an area too much that's taking away from you being able to take care of these other things. So notice in your life where that is. If you put too much into work, if you put way too much into your job, you're going to know it. You're going to know it just by what I'm saying. You have no time for anything else, and yet you still don't get that promotion. No matter how much you do, you still don't get that promotion. You still don't get a raise. There is some kind of really divine knowing coming in with these eclipses, it feels like. These eclipses are going to be really important for you, okay? You're being prepared for that. You're being prepared for that, okay? All right, guys, I'm not going to do an extended today. I'm just going to plop that out there for you. If you want to explore this more personally, if you want a private reading, or if you want to do a what I'm hearing is manifestation session. Figure out how to bring more of that into your, how to open up, how to receive the things that you have already been trying to manifest. All the information for that is down in the box below. Go to my website, and in the services to the one-on-one live session, okay? And like, let's manifest together. Let's consciously create and look and see or allow me to help you see the things that are blocking what it is that you're trying to bring in, okay? So we'll look over here while this starts to move more into your realm over here, okay? I hope all of that made sense. It feels really scatterbrained, but I have a feeling it's all really going to come together. I feel like I have many different types of people watching this. Like, there's this collective of people I normally talk to, but a new collective of people that's kind of coming in a little bit that are getting a little bit of what they need, but then some of the other stuff didn't make sense. And it's like we're starting to merge a whole new type of collective, okay? So just take whatever resonates for you. If a little bit resonated, but not the rest of it, that little bit was for you. It doesn't mean that the other part of it didn't make sense for you, and so none of it does. Okay? Learning about what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Okay? I love you guys.